right, so we're going to be trying to move the pigs over today. We're going to move them over to their new paddock. We actually have the insulators up, not the hot wire, but the insulators up. This is their structure. This is them following me around. Luckily, they do follow us around because we do give them treats and all. So we'll have some boiled eggs, animal crackers. I've got some pears that we've harvested from our trees. So I'm just going to drop this line, see if they'll go. A lot of times they won't because they know where this hot wire is and they're afraid to even get near it. But it's going to let me get the tractor in, hook up to their shelter, and try to drag them through. All right, so here's their shelter. You see our new barn up there. So our goal is going to be to hook up to the sides right here, drag it this way a little bit till I can shoot that gap right there. I'm going to try to drag it straight through, turn, put it up there on a little flat spot. That's where we can easily get water to them. That's their feed barrels right here. There's the barn. Great access to them, and then they will have all of that green all the way down through there. You see where this is not green? You see where that is green? That's what they're going to have all the way down through there. All right, the hot wire is down. The pigs are out. I need to push up a few little stumps on the way, and we're going to go grab their shelter and drag it to their new spot. Oink, oink. Oink, oink. just tore the bottom frame out of the pig pen, out of the pig shelter. So now we'll figure out what we're going to do now. Hello, girl. So they've all came back. They've all just somewhat stuck around, hadn't you, girl? Went out exploring a little bit and they've come right back. But I've got to get this done. I've got to move them probably another 30 feet. But this broke off. I've been trying to pick it up and put it in. It's not working, it's tweaked, so I've got to shove it in, and I've got some really long screws that I'm going to try to drive through on either side and get it. Look at that, that fit right in. That fit right in. All right, so a repair job held, but this was an eye bolt. So none of our eye bolts have held. We're trying to drag this across brush and stumps. None of our eye bolts have held. They keep coming loose. We repaired this. You can see where it cracked open. Right here, this whole thing came off. We've got it screwed down with like 6-inch screws going all the way through, and it's holding, but the eye bolts aren't. So we're just going to have to figure out some way to just get behind here with the tractor and just push and just keep moving it around until we can get it. It's right here, this little flat spot right here. It's not far, but there's a few trees in the way, and it's going to make it fun to get the tractor in and out of it, but it's got to get done. Pigs are out. Right, girl? So we've got to get it done. All right, so while the girls are rooting up everything around our barn, I'm going to go ahead and put the hot wire out. So I finally was able to get their shelter over here, because I am a poppy, and even though I busted out the eye bolts, I still had other things to use. You know, I'd go into the shed, find all kinds of things. Luckily, I'd gotten some things from our friends over at Dixie Girl Estates, and they actually got an estate sale going on this weekend in Satsuma. So I was able to get some things from them. Let's see what we got here. Luckily, I was able to get some things from Dixie Girl Estate Sales. The last estate sale they had, they got another one this weekend, Satsuma. So, you know, I'm able to get things, you know, just like this, that I can go and fasten on to either a trailer, a wall, a pig shelter, to be able to put my chain on there and drag it around, maneuver it around. So I always try to keep spares and extras, as should you. All right, now it's time to start putting up the hot wire, then try to call them back into this paddock. All right, so I'm getting ready to go put their hot wire up. We're going to get in all this, but here's the thing. See, they're not scared of me. We give them treats. We pet them. We give them the boiled eggs and such. So, you know, so I mean, they'll come back to us. They'll come back for the food. We don't have to worry about you know, them getting out of the wire. The wire's way over here now. We don't have to worry about them getting out of that wire and tearing off and not coming back and trying to corral them up. And that's one reason why we give them treats. But if this just shows, I don't know if the lighting's going to work. So this is what their area looks like now. This is the area. Let's see if we can get a shadow. This is the area they're going to. All this green, all this undisturbed, somewhat undisturbed land. The subsoil hadn't been disturbed, roots hadn't been disturbed, grubs, worms, chinch bugs in here. Get all up under where the mulcher has been. Look at all that moist dirt right there. There's going to be all kinds of bugs and worms in there that they'll eat. There we go. Clean up around these insulators. And he's putting it in. Watch yourself. There we go. They're starting to come out. I got to chase this one back in. You got this one right here, and then it's going straight over there to connect in. And try to get her back over here. There, like that. There you go. There you go. That's it. All right, now let's try to get it. Hopefully they'll just see the string and not try to, yeah. Because we're going to have to troubleshoot it because you should probably be getting shocked right now because it's actually hooked on the other side. So yeah, you should be feeling electricity, but you don't. So we've grounded out somewhere. I'm following you, and I'm just going to take a bite wherever we need to. All right, so we finally got them where they need to be. You can tell it's later on in the day. It's on into the evening, but we finally got them where they needed to be. Had to corral them up a little bit. They were enjoying exploring all over here, but we got their feed, and now we just need to make them a little watering hole. Well, let's see where they are. So we just moved their water. We got their little pad there. We've got them completely filled up. Somebody's got a little breakfast in bed going on, but we've started a little wallow right there. Got a couple right here, and we're just going to keep, wetting those areas, and they'll start digging that up. But we've got them fed. We've got their shelter over here, their free feeder here, their gravity feeder is full. So you're gonna go check it out, maybe. Yep. So that's full, and so now they're just exploring. And to get them to explore more, we're going to take some corn, some of this persimmon flavored corn, and we'll strow it around all through here. Get them to start venturing out. They'll venture out anyway, but maybe now if the sun might not be as glaring in the lens, you might be able to see more as far as the difference between moving them on different paddocks. So here's where they're leaving. I mean, look at all that. There's really nothing there. This is up by their shelter where they were, and they've cleaned all that out. But now they're moving on to this. Now they're moving on to where there's a lot of green, where there's a lot of undisturbed ground. There's going to be a lot of grubs, a lot of chinch bugs, all that. So they're going to start digging around and getting all this good stuff. Plus, we've already noticed that there's a few acorns on the ground. So yes, I did say acorns. You might say acorns, but I say acorns. But the acorns are starting to fall, at least with some heavy winds. So it won't be long, and they'll have even more forage. All right, so that's going to do it for us. Moving the pigs over here on this wonderful Labor Day weekend, and that's it. Well, if y'all would go down, like, subscribe, notification bell, do all those different things for YouTube and for Facebook, and y'all take care.
Did you know we have a small business? Be sure to check out our website at mimiandpoppy'splace.com. Mimi and Poppy's Place, where we understand your skin's story.